coming at you live from the 93.7 The Ticket studio. This is Choppin' It Up with Chubb, the soulful way, introducing you to some of the best local restaurants across Lincoln. Powered by Nebraska Knockerball, HealthLink, and Coalition Restoration. Here's your host, Chef Manuel Chubb Hurd.
What's happening, diggets and diggeteers? Welcome to Chopping It Up with Chubb, the soulful way on 93.7 The Ticket. Text in the Starter Heyman Jewelers text line at 402-464-5685 or watch us live on YouTube, X, Facebook, and Allo Cable Channel 961. How's everybody out there doing? I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. We have a good friend of ours, and from one of my favorite spots, we have Jessica with Penelope's. Jessica, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Chubb.
You're welcome. You're welcome. How's everything going for you today?
It's going fantastic. It's a beautiful fall day, even though we don't have the Huskers this weekend. You know, I'm just looking forward to all the fall festivities.
Well, we're going to see what happens. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Jessica. My mom technically owns the cafe. We started it together back in 2014. I was actually living out in Massachusetts, and there were some things going on in the company I was working at, and I literally went out to break, and I called my mother, and I said, you buy a restaurant, and I'll move back. And so we moved back December 31st, and we opened up Penelope's January 14th, 2 weeks later.
So mom said, I want my baby back, so I'm just going to find me a restaurant.
Yes, and she'd always wanted to own one. We also owned a bar previously out in Palmyra, so she was looking to get back into the food and serving all of Lincoln.
Now, you an only child?
No, I have a brother.
Oh, okay. So does he say, Mom, if you do this, I'll come back?
No, he lives in Roca, so
okay.
or Hickman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he's not far at all. Does he help in the restaurant?
Well, he's an electrician.
Okay.
So, you know, sometimes if we have anything, he can come look and see if we need anything done or if it's something we need to outsource. So it's a good little handy tool in the back pocket.
Now, why did you choose a restaurant? Like, why not a bar? Or like, did you work in the food industry before?
Well, so Brenda, my mom, she actually started in the restaurant business when she was 14 years old. That's a Garden Cafe.
Okay.
That used to be off of 70th or 56 and Cornhusker it was.
Okay.
And so growing up, she ended up dating the cook, which is my dad.
Oh, okay.
And then my dad cut the bread pudding wrong, and she fired him. And all rest was history. So
I need a manager like that. Does she want to come work for me? I need a manager who does not play.
Well, she don't play, that's for sure.
So, you know, I got family that works, and sometimes they get a little leeway, and now I'm starting to tighten the reins, and they're like, oh my God, you know, like, what's wrong with him? But so you actually, they was in the food industry.
Yeah.
Before.
So yeah, since my mom was 14, my dad's a year older. They then started dating and had my brother, got married, then had me. And I can tell you, anybody who's probably 60 and up, whoever went to the Garden Cafe, they would see me and my brother in the restaurant.
As little kids.
So, I mean, it's been ingrained in us our whole entire lives. And my mom worked at the Tam O'Shanter back when they had the big fuzzy red walls. And I remember just running my hands on it as a kid.
Where's that? I moved out here in 2014 from Los Angeles.
Oh, wow.
So I just did my 11-year anniversary being here in Lincoln. So I really don't know. Like, so where was that place at?
That's actually renamed the Tam off of.
Oh, okay, really?
Yes. So that used to be the Tam O'Shanter.
Okay, so it was always a bar or whatever.
Yes, bar restaurant.
Bar restaurant. Okay.
Yeah. So we just basically spent our whole lives in the restaurant business. And then when I moved out to Massachusetts, my mom was working at a couple different restaurants here, and she just really wanted to own her own place. And when I was out in Massachusetts, I was working at a grocery store, but I was a bakery assistant manager, and I would be traveling around to like New Hampshire and various different stores. And I ended up landing out on Cape Cod for a while. And yeah, I was just like, buy a restaurant, we'll move back.
Wow. So she went out and did it.
That's what she did.
How awesome. So Now, are you a cook, or what do you do there?
Well, what don't I do there? Yeah,
like
you
me.
know, absolutely.
A woman of all hats.
A woman of all hats, you know, and like I always tell people when we hire somebody new on, I will never give you a job that I first haven't done myself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've cleaned grease traps. I've cleaned everything in that building. You know, we had a small fire, we cleaned,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that's what you do, you know, especially when you're a family owned and operated restaurant, you want to be close. Mm-hmm. My workers mean everything to me. Do we get in tissy fights? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, I love them so much.
And that's how I am. And it drives me crazy because I want stuff done my way. This is my dream. This is my place. And I know I might sound a little greedy, but I want it done my way.
Yes.
You know, a certain way. And there's a method to my madness. And, you know, sometimes employees want to do stuff their way, and I'll talk to them. And then finally I get to a point where now I'm pissed and I have to like lose it and stuff. And like I said, and then they're like, oh my God, like, you know, why are you doing? And I was like, I asked you 80 times to do this. And I'm trying to, not saying I'm the best at what I do, but I think I'm pretty good at it. So I'm trying to set all of us up for success. So if I can help you help me, to the moon we go, but I can't do it alone, and we can't do it your way. You have to do it the way that I want to.
It's just that level of standard, you know, and that's what your customers come to expect. So when it comes to the seasoning, when it comes to what meat you're bringing in, that's important that it tries to stay as consistent as possible, you know, and with the growing market with, you know, products coming in, you know, sometimes you do have to change that up, and that puts you in a really hard spot. And you're just trying to test out different samples to make sure that it's as close as your original as possible, because, you know, it's your place. You put your heart and your soul into it. And
at the end of the day, it's not my employees. It's Chubb that they're talking about.
Yes.
Well, you know, we went there today and Chubb's meat tasted like this. And we went there the next day and Chubb's meat tasted like this. Well, no, I want it to taste the same all the time. And so, you know, some guy, I caught him trying to put, I forget what it was. It was some like basil or something. He was putting that in the flour for our chicken. And I was like, whoa, like that and stuff. I said, now there's two things that's going on. First, you messed up the recipe, and now I got to throw that away. So that's costing me money and stuff. And he's like, oh, you know, I use this at home. You ain't at home. Use it at home. I don't care what you do. But here we stay consistent. I don't want somebody to eat it one day and it tastes like this, and the next day it tastes like that, because that's how we lose customers. And we're starting to grow. And it's a good feeling, but it's also a bad feeling because I work so much.
Yes. And with getting older, and that's, my parents are trying to take kind of a step away. So they've kind of let me start doing my own kind of things. So I was able to do cinnamon roll pancakes and bowls of chili.
Cinnamon roll pancakes.
Cinnamon roll. Oh my gosh.
So please talk about your parents stepping away, and then we need to talk about them cinnamon roll pancakes, because that sounds amazing.
Well, you know, they're allowing me to kind of try taking the reins a little bit more, but that also means I've been training someone to kind of take over my prep roles, because I prep and I cook, you know, and on the weekends I'm up on the line, and now I've got somebody trained on the grill that isn't quite as fast, but he's faster and he's consistent. And that's what I like to see. And he does a fantastic job. You know, do I still have to put on hash browns for him? Absolutely. But I've been in it for almost 12 years doing this exact menu. I'm like, I can see everything in my head. I can see if it's rang up correctly, because I want to also make sure, you know, one, that we're getting everything that's due to us, any upcharge, but also want to make sure that my customers are not getting overcharged, that my server rang in something wrong. I'm like, is it better to ring it in this way? Because I want them to get the best value for their buck too.
Yeah, right.
We want you to come in 3 to 5 times a week if you can, you know?
Yeah.
And for some people that's realistic, and some people it's not, but we try to keep our prices as low as possible, and you get your coffee or iced tea with majority of your meals. So it kind of just, we've got our good community of people that we see several times a week.
And that's a good thing, you know, like like Engine House, your place is always full. Engine House is always full. You got what is that place over there off of Cotton or Cooks?
Yes.
Cooks Cafe. They're always and whenever I go in there, which is not all the time, but I do recognize a lot of the people that I've seen the last time, so I'm sure they're there all the time.
Absolutely.
And, you know, my daughters, I had 2 daughters that was there, and they say that a lot of those people are there every day.
Yep.
Like every day. And that's a good thing, you know, like and it's a bunch of senior citizens, you know, like they get together and they play cards and stuff. And I can't wait for that day where they come. You know, a lot of people today, somebody walked in and they was there like about 3 hours. So they ate, and then when they was done eating, they talked. And I love that. You know, they just feel comfortable that they can stay there.
Yeah.
And I love that. You know, some people's like, I'm sorry. And I was like, you can stay here all day if you want. I mean, that shows me that I'm doing something right.
Yes, exactly. It's harboring that feeling of community.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think I've really tried pushing this year with this year's Munch Madness. You know, we did a whole theme. We really went hardcore.
Yeah. Did you guys win?
We won.
Okay. I thought you would, because I was like, look at Penelope's. And that was this year, right?
That was this year.
Well, you know, and so what we did was, I was happy because we made it to the second round.
Yep.
We got the second round, you know, we got eliminated, but I was happy with it. You know, everybody's like, oh, I thought and I was like, hey, we did better than we did last year and the year before. So next year we're going to do better, and then we're going to do better. We just got to get our name out there. We're going against people like the first year we went against Isles Pizza. Like, I'm out 1 year and they're out. They done been in business 20 years. Like, I mean, they got a lot of support. So we'll get there.
You're absolutely going to get there.
We'll get
I
there.
challenge you this year to come up with a theme, and we will back you. We'll try pushing it.
For sure.
We already told everybody, we're like, we're not going to go so hard this year, you know, but I've come up with a couple little ideas, and, you know, we definitely seen an uptick in our customers. And then with our theme this year, because we always seem to at least make the top 8.
Now, when you mean a theme, what do you mean?
So we always usually make the top 8, and we've come to second place. We lost against Muchachos. We've lost against Norms. And so this year, when they were doing the nominations, I was like, I called in and I nominated Anna's Pupusas. I absolutely love them.
Oh, they are so bomb.
Oh,
they are bomb. And they're good family.
They're great family. Mario is amazing person. And so it's just like, I called them in and I go, and they're like, well, who is this? And I'm like, it's Jess with Penelope's. And they're like, oh, hold on, let's get you on the air. And they're like, it's like, so are you guys getting ready for this year? And I go, oh, I already have lots planned in store. My mom is in the restaurant listening live while I'm driving into the restaurant. And she's like, what do you mean you have things already planned? So I had to come in. I'm like, we discussed this last year. I go, we're always the bridesmaid, never the bride. So we got veils. And let me tell you, people would walk in, they'd be like, who's getting married? We didn't have to start the conversation to ask for a vote. They'd be like, why are you wearing a veil? Somebody getting married. And it's just like, we're always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Help make us the bride this year. Vote for us in Munch Madness. And it worked. I mean, we had
maybe we should wear bow ties.
There you go.
We're never the groom. We're always the groomsmen.
There you go. I'll be right there behind. We had a minister come and perform weddings. Nobody did it. We had a couple interested people, but it was fun, and we had a blast.
See, I love it, and you know what I love about like the small businesses is like nobody's in competition.
No.
Nobody, and we're all there to help each other and stuff. So like coming up with something like you nominated Anna's Pupusas or whatever, like how dope is that? You know what I mean? Like people's always nominated. I've never really went on there and nominated anybody. They've always like people nominated me, and then there's like, hey, you know, listen or whatever. Like maybe my friend Ryan Sims had started doing that. You know Ryan?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now, do they ever go into your restaurant?
I don't. I mainly stay back in the kitchen. She keeps me back there. She runs more of the front. I run more of the back. So
mom is in there.
Mom's in there still quite a bit.
Okay.
They're just starting to take a step back. So,
well, you know, I'll say this, and then we can get into your cinnamon roll pancakes. But up until about 3 weeks ago, what's it called? Set in burnout. set in for me. I wasn't getting paid. I didn't put myself on payroll, and I was like wanting to just be like, I'm done. I gotta bust my butt here all day, and then the next day I come. Everybody wants their paycheck. They want to come in late. They don't want to follow the rules. They want to be on their cell phone. But then come payday, they're on time to pick up their check, and the next day I got to go in there, do my job, and pick up their slack or whatever. So I was like, I'm done. I want to quit. My daughters, they was like, don't quit. And my mom, I was talking to my mom. My mom's 86 years old. Bless her heart. She's all, son, never give up. She's all, I went into your restaurant. She came for the first time in like September for her birthday, like the 23rd, 24th. And she came in there and she was crying, just looking at it and stuff. And then she saw, son, she saw the guy over there, a little French woman. So she talks with accent. So she's like, the guy was licking his fingers and stuff. And she's also, never give up. So my one daughter's like, just take a vacation. And I was like, I can't take a vacation, because if I take a vacation, then I'm gonna come up and then I have to clean up like a ton of mess. And then somebody was like, hire you a full-time manager, somebody who has no skin in the game or whatever, that's going to go in there and get the job done. And then my friend said, put yourself on payroll and then you'll have a different outlook. So I put myself on payroll, and now I look at myself as being one of the employees, but also the owner. So I told my employees, I said, look, I put myself on payroll and I'm going to get a pretty decent check because I'm going to pay myself what I'm worth. And I said, so that only leaves so much money. So I'm going to have to start pulling the bad weeds. So you need to outwork him. He needs to outwork you. So you guys need to outwork each other, and we'll go from there. And that's the only way I could put it. You know what I mean? Because I have to get paid now, and I don't want to have burnout because I come too far.
Yes. And it always seems like it comes in spurts. It's here and there. We had a cook, and she had started, and she was fantastic. She caught on to everything. She was a godsend. And her mom got a brain tumor who was watching her kid. And so she had to quit suddenly. Yeah. Me and mom worked 24 days straight in a row before we had a day off.
All day, probably.
All day. Yeah. And, and you do get burned out. It's hard. There's spurts of it. And you try, like you said, putting yourself on the payroll, and, you are an employee, but yet you are an owner. So there's this balance you have to figure out. And it's just like, you know what? I may go out for 15 breaks, but I'm only taking a minute break, but it's just like, I also have to remember I'm not an employee, but I'm also making sure my employees do get breaks. Right. So it's like, you gotta play this balance, this Tetris of, you're their boss, but yet, we are family,
Mm-hmm. And you gotta set an example. And I try that. So now I'm gonna be more, try to follow the rules like them, even though there's a lot of stuff I got to do. I'm constantly on my phone because people are constantly calling me. Constantly. I mean, the phone is always ringing. And so I had to finally put my phone on do not disturb and tell people text me or call the restaurant, because I can't pick this phone up. But now I'm I'm in there, like I've been busting my butt like I have been. But, before I was getting paid, I was like, well, you know what? You guys are getting paid. So go ahead and wash the dishes. But now I'm in there like washing dishes, and I'm delegating like I'm in a management role pretty much. So I'm delegating the kitchen and stuff. So, but your mom, like me, I'm 55 years old and I get tired. So she has to be.
Oh yeah. And she takes care of a lot of the office work. And then on the weekend, she does, she does the hosting and really watches out there. So it's gotten a little bit easier on her, because it's hard to walk around on that kitchen floor. It's slick, and, my dad's getting right up there with age. So, it's time for them to be able to get a little bit of rest and relaxation, but also still feel like they have their hands in it. You know?
Yeah. Now, is dad a cook? Or
Dad is a cook, and he also does some prep.
Okay.
So he been with us. He was working at LPS for like the first 6-7 years that we owned Penelope's. And then he came and joined us, during one of those spurts that, it's like, okay, is it worth it having him, retire from that job and then come work for us, part-time, full-time, And so that's ultimately what they decided to do. And it gets a little rowdy in the kitchen, and people like to give my dad, they call him the boss's wife, or HR's wife. You know, they have some good little jabs at him, but he gets them right back. Don't get me wrong. The guy can dish it as much as he can, take it.
And that's what's good is, I mean, not only am I a strict boss sometimes, but I could be a good boss. I'm in there joking around and stuff. Like I want to joke around, but when it's time to work, it's time to work.
Yes.
And like today, like we was super busy. We're doing that United Way thing, so we're donating 10% to United Way, and we was busier than one-legged man in a kickboxing contest. And I was just like, I people asked, like this guy came up and he was like, "You was really busy today." It's a guy I know, and I was like, I love it when I'm like that, because it does it. I don't know how to explain it. It does something to me, and I'm just in another zone.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm focused, and I'm just like, it's like throwing the plates out like Frisbees. You know what I mean? Like, and when it's slow, it's boring. So it's just like, you know what I mean? But when I'm busy like that, it's just.
Well, and the nice thing about it is when it's busy, time flies.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you look and you're like, what do you mean it's been 2 hours?
Exactly. Today, so they started trickling in about 11:15ish, somewhere in there, 11:10, 11:15. And next thing I know, it was 1:58. And I was like we've been in, it's 1:58 for real? Like, I mean, it was just boom, 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 just go, go, go. And then it just came to a complete halt. And nothing until I came here. And then I was out there looking at the cameras and started coming up. And I just got one guy in there. The guy was supposed to work for me today. He said he couldn't. So I told Adrian, my son-in-law, he's like, go ahead and do it, and I can take care of it. Because I was like, I don't want to cancel on her again, because when we got up there, the radio station canceled on us.
Yes.
So I didn't want to do that to you again. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I understand, though. Things happen that you can just not prepare for. Because I don't know about you, but we have had 2 fires. And it's an old building, 2 fires and 1 break-in. And so, like, on the break-in, walking in, and that was before we had interior cameras, but we didn't have ones that alerted us.
Mm-hmm.
And then to get the to come in and see the glass, it was devastating.
All right. Well, folks, we gotta take a break here, and we will be back after we pay these bills.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schwizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schwizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schwizow.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs have been an trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Back to Chopping It Up with Chubb, the soulful way, with your host, Chef Manuel Chubb Hurd, powered by Nebraska Knockerball, HealthLink, and Coalition Restoration, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Chopping It Up with Chubb, the soulful way, on 93.7 The Ticket. Text in the Starter Heyman Jeweler text line at 402-464-5685 or catch us live on YouTube, Facebook, X, and Allo Cable Channel 961. We was coming back from the messages. Before we went to messages, our guest was talking about having break-ins and a couple fires. You want to elaborate on that?
They were scary.
Now, what happened like the fires? So how'd that happen?
Well, we had one that was just on an electrical panel, like a plug-in. So it wasn't very big, and it was like at 7:15 in the morning. So like I think like 5 people got their breakfast for free. We're like, don't worry about it, you know. And so they came and cleared us out, and so they made us do some cleaning of the walls and everything that had gone up. So it wasn't too bad. And then the one other one was, I was alone in the building and I was cooking, getting everything prepped to get open in the morning at 7. And I had smelled something and I turned around and my fryer was on fire. And do you think I called 911? No, I called my mother. My dad next to her had to call 911 going, no, I'm not inside the restaurant. My daughter is, she's on the phone to my wife. And my mom's going, get out of there.
So the fire suppression didn't go off?
No, it wasn't. It was in the inside bin. So it wasn't the grease on fire. It was the wires underneath.
So, which could have got to the grease.
Which could have got to the grease.
Wow.
So then what do?
You didn't take water?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I grabbed a towel and I started whipping it. And I have video of all of this, FYI.
Just adding oxygen.
I was trying to whip it out because of where it was at, And my mom's like, just get out of there. Just get out of there. And then the fire department came and it took them like 3 times in the bin to get the thing out inside because it's just how the wiring was. And the captain came over and started talking to me about what happened. And then the adrenaline just dropped. And I just turned and went, because it's just.
So there was a place that caught fire. And they was telling me that the cooks tried to put it out. It was the fryer, and the cooks tried to put it out with water. Oh my God. And so it just just went up. And I was like, water for real? And I constantly tell my employees, if this catches fire, pull this button right here.
Yep.
Immediately, and then there's a fire extinguisher right there. Don't use anything. And they was like, well, what about flour? I said, if there is a fire, pull this and use the fire extinguisher. And if that don't work, get out. Call 911, of course.
Yep.
But get out. So I mean, safety first. But
safety first.
Sometimes it never happened to me, but I could only imagine something goes. What's going through your mind? Like, get it out, get it out. You think a fireman uses water, so here's water, but on grease, it's
a whole different story. And yeah, it's just like my mind knew right away you can't use, but I also knew because I could see in the bay of it, you could see the flames, but I knew I wouldn't be able to get to it with flour, but when you open up those doors, you can see the, underneath. And so, I just literally took a towel and just flicked it. And they
I want to see that video.
They said I kept the flames down. I do not recommend this to anyone.
Oh, you kept the flame down?
I kept the flame down. Yeah, because I kept knocking the flame out.
Oh, well, you would have thought.
The whipping
air,
motion of it was trying to
air like in there.
No, it was helping suppress it, like pound it. So it's just like I kept it down, but I got chewed out a little bit for it. So
well, enough about that. I want to know about these cinnamon roll pancakes.
So like I said, Mom is starting to let me do a little bit of my different specials. So, keep watching like our TikToks and our Facebook because I announce them and I try doing something cute, something silly with them. But yeah, with the fall weather coming up, I was like, man, I just really want some chili and cinnamon rolls. I mean, there's nothing more Nebraskan than that, but other than Dorothy Lynch. They can send me the pants that I've been asking for. So what ended up happening? So with the cinnamon roll pancakes, I wanted to be able to have chili and cinnamon rolls, but I didn't want to serve chili and cinnamon rolls. So I came up with an idea. I make homemade cinnamon rolls all the time at home, and so I made the filling, and then I took our pancakes, and after we put the pancakes on the flat top, I kept a warm bottle of my cinnamon sugar mixture and we rotated it in the pancake and we baked it in it. And so then I went and made the TikTok videos and was, we listen and we don't judge, and so I made that video and we started having customers come in. 7:30 the very first morning, I have 2 of our regulars come in. They're like, we're getting chili and cinnamon roll pancakes. And they ordered short stacks. And I if you've been in, you know how big our pancakes are. They didn't get smaller being cinnamon roll. They only got a little bit bigger. And then they both ordered bowls of chili. And they just poured it all over the top of it and ate it. I'm like, I ain't judging you on how you eat it. That's not how I would eat it, but I ain't judging you.
Well, since I don't think I've been in there. And it's been about a year since I've been in there. But my wife always talks about me because I try to switch it up, but I go to the bologna. Do you guys still got the fried bologna?
We still have the fried bologna.
Oh my goodness.
We do it as a breakfast and as a lunch sandwich.
I love fried bologna ever since I was a kid. That is like the best poor man sandwich in the world. fried bologna. I remember we used to cut it and like put 3 little slits and then let it bubble up. When it bubbled up, it's time to turn it over and get that little brown circle mark on it.
Have you tried peanut butter on it yet?
No.
That is something we have a lot of people swear by. They order a side of peanut butter and they put it on their bologna sandwich and they love it.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta try it.
Yeah, I haven't. It's a little out of my wheel, but other than that, people love bologna, and we all most of us grew up with it, so it's such a core memory for people, and so it makes people happy. And if there's anything that we want our food to do is make people happy.
And you guys ain't greedy with the bologna neither. It's not it ain't no little thin slice like Oscar Mayer bologna. It's a nice thick old slab, and it's fire.
Yes,
it's fire. So why don't you tell the guests, for people who don't know, like let them know like where you guys are located and how they can get a hold of you guys.
All right, we're Penelope's Little Cafe. We are located at 4724 Pioneers Boulevard, right here in Lincoln, Nebraska. The easiest way, I would not take 56th Street right now if you're coming from the north, FYI. Your best bet is to take 48th Street, pass by Norm's, pass by Lamar's, turn right on Pioneers, and you will see the silver chrome bugs, and we have a small parking lot. I apologize. There is nothing that we can do about it. I've heard all of your complaints. I wish I could build a parking lot, but being smack dab right there, there's not much of a choice, so I apologize for that.
Now, and being somebody who goes there and can't find parking, it is worth the walk, you guys. The food is amazing. So if you got to walk like a block, or you just right behind the car wash or whatever, just walk. It's not hard, but the food is amazing. You won't regret it.
I appreciate it. Your food's amazing too.
I
know I've told you many times, but I love your greens.
I appreciate it.
I can eat your greens all day, and your fried chicken was phenomenal.
Thank you. Maybe we could talk and do a collaboration.
Yeah.
I was talking about the pancake and chili, so I got an idea. But when I met you and Mom like about a month ago, I was asking about Penelope's, how you guys came up with that name, because I thought one of you guys was Penelope. Can you share that story?
So when I was out in Massachusetts, I was pregnant for the second time. I already had my daughter, and I had mentioned, well, if it's another girl, I like the name Penelope. Well, fast forward a month, nobody remembered it. And Mom's like, well, what are we going to name it? She's like, I do not want to name a place after me. And she goes, and I can't name the place after one of my kids and not both of my kids. And then she's like, I can't name it after one of my grandchild because I have 2 grandchildren, So it's just like, and it just came out of nowhere. And she goes, Penelope. And I was like, Penelope. So
the granddaughter.
No granddaughter, but granddaughter.
That's awesome. Awesome.
That would be Sebastian.
Now menu. What do you guys have on your menu?
So we try to keep most of our prices down to, $14 and under. So we start off, with our breakfast. We have your stereotypical hash browns, eggs, and toast. We consider that our number 1. And then if you go down the menu, you'll see the number 2, the number 3. And basically the only thing that changes with that is the meat. Mm-hmm. So, your number 2 is our most popular. It's 3 strips of bacon, 2 eggs, hash browns, and toast. And your coffee or iced tea come with it. So, and then we range then to our deep fried French toast. We call it our funnel cake French toast. And so we make like more of a custard based French toast base that I personally make. Mm-hmm. And so it coats it really nice, and then putting it in the deep fat fryer and making sure that outside gets nice and crispy, and it's got that nice punchy cinnamon. And then you got that nice warm dough in the middle, but not too thick, at the same time. And we got the pancakes, and we make biscuits and gravy. And then when you go into our lunch items, we got like what we're really known for is our hot beef. And so we cook our roast beef for almost 24 hours, fork tender. And then we make the gravy from scratch. So we make a homemade vegetable stock, and we make homemade beef gravy. So we marry the two together, and that is how we, come up with. And, like you were saying, delegating tasks. Yeah. There's a few items that, I take care of, or my dad takes care of, that, we don't let anyone know the recipe, basically. So, and like the beef gravy is one of them.
And you know, speaking of recipe like that, I didn't want to share that with nobody. But then it was like, well, what happens if you die today? Like,
Yes.
how are we going to do that? And so I had to share it and put it out there. But no matter how much you share a recipe, it's not going to come out exactly like the way
Like
you do it.
yours, yeah.
You know, it's going to be real similar. But I mean, I don't have no fear. I mean, you know, everybody tries to make the greens, and I just go in there and I add a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that, and then they come out to perfection. But Harrison, have you had Penelope's yet?
I have not had Penelope's yet. I need to check it out. I haven't eaten supper yet, so you guys are kind of killing me right now with all this food talk. It
Well, you
sounds
guys-
really good.
Now they're open. You're only open till like 2 or 3, right?
2, yeah,
2.
7 a.m. to 2 p.m. 7 days a week.
Okay, 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
So how do you make time to clean your fryers and all that?
We just
Oh, well, you close at 2, so I guess it would be easy.
we actually do ours in the morning. We have 2 separate fryers, so we're able to start one and then
Got you.
clean the other one, and then get that one filled up, warm it up, turn that one off. So you know, you deal with the space you have and the equipment you
Mhm.
have. Is it a Gordon Ramsay kitchen? Absolutely not. Would I love his kitchen? Absolutely. You have what you're given and you learn to work with it.
It's a Chef a la Jessica kitchen.
It's a Chef a la Jessica.
All right, folks, we're going to pay some bills. We'll be back after these messages.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwisow.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Off will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Back to Chopping It Up with Chubb, the soulful way, with your host, Chef Manuel Chubb Hurd, powered by Nebraska Knockerball, HealthLink, and Coalition Restoration, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Chopping It Up with Chubb, the soulful way, on 93.7 The Ticket. Text in the Starter Heyman Jeweler text line at 402-464-5685 or watch us live on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Allo Cable Channel 961. Jessica, can you tell the people how they can find you on like Facebook and all that? Give your Facebook and whatever social media.
Yeah, you can definitely check us out on Facebook. Just go ahead and type in Penelope's Little Cafe. There are 2 other Penelopes. There's one in Colorado and there's one in New York. But we look very different. And then also you can find us on TikTok, Penelope's Little Calf.
Penelope's Little Calf. Instagram?
We don't have an Instagram. I always like to say Instagram came after my time and not late enough in my years like TikTok that I enjoy it. So I've never really understood the whole Instagram. People tell me I need to get on there. So I say, apparently just, I guess, look for us eventually.
I got to remember to get on because I'm always on TikTok and Facebook. I need to get in the habit of being on TikTok and Instagram because I can share it to Facebook.
Yes.
But I got so many things on Facebook that's not on Instagram. So I got to get in the habit of doing that. But it's just me. I need somebody that's just going to follow me around because I try to make funny videos on. Have you seen us on TikTok?
Oh, absolutely. I like y'all. So.
I'm a different character on TikTok, and I wish I had somebody that could follow me around. I think I'd be an influencer by now because I just do some way out stuff, but I'm so busy I forget to.
The thing about TikTok is you don't know what's going to take off. I had my mother who don't know TikTok at all. And I go, okay, we want Archie Wilson to come into the restaurant. And I go, we're doing this whole Australian breakfast. I go, I have this fairy bread. She goes, what's fairy bread? And I explained it to her and she's just like, I don't get it. I'm like, it's nostalgia and he misses his mother and I just want to feed the boy, and so I was like, so we're going to go outside and we're going to do this video out here, this TikTok. And then I start putting the plates of food on the floor and then mom stops the video and she goes, why are you doing that? And I go, it's a TikTok trend. Just trust it. So after like 4 takes, I don't say fairy bread. I say fairy toast.
Fairy toast.
And if there's any video that would have took off, it would have been that one. And it's at over 500,000 views.
Really?
Almost 40,000 likes. And I have so many people telling me, it's fairy bread. not fairy toast. I'm like, I know. It was the fourth take.
But that's what we want it to be, fairy toast.
I guess it's Nebraskan fairy toast.
There
So,
you go.
Archie, if you happen to hear this, I still have it ready for you. Just let me know. I will make it for you anytime.
Jessica, would you like to give any shout outs?
Well, apparently to Archie Wilson, you know.
Some fairy toast.
I got your fairy toast, but no, definitely my mother, none of this would have been possible without her, her dream, my dream. We've worked hard together, definitely, all my servers and my kitchen staff, we couldn't do it without them. They are right in there giving their blood, sweat, and tears right along with us. And, and then my grandma, she is a silent partner and, and she's always in there. So if you see, an 80, 90-year-old woman scootling around, that's my grandma. So.
Aww. Well, I got something to say to your mom publicly. Since you said, Mom, I'll move if you get a restaurant. Your mom's name's Dorothy, right? Brenda, I'll come work for you if you buy me a Bentley.
Oh, I don't even get a car. You think you're getting a car?
You should have asked for one. You should have said, I'll move out there if you buy me a Bentley. Oh. You might have got it. All right, folks. Well, we're going to close up. We appreciate you for tuning in. Oh, and we want to give a shout out to
Scotty Eats and Keenan Eats. They are fantastic. They got the food show this weekend. Chuck is actually going to be there. So go down and check them out.
Yep. And make sure you follow Scotty and Keenan, both Scotty Eats and Keenan Eats. They're out there on Facebook and I believe Instagram and all that stuff. So go follow them, you guys, and make sure that you come see us at the Rosa Parks Bridgeway or whatever for Here for the Food. Make sure you go visit my friends at Penelope Eats. And remember, here at Sofa Cocina, food's so good everybody feels the soul. You dig?